Hello and welcome to this video on the present simple. This is main use number 1. Now in this video we're going to be looking at how to use the present simple to talk about situations that are always true, things that are generally true, and permanent situations. So let's begin. So, present simple. As I mentioned earlier, this use is to talk about facts that are always true, things that are generally true, and also permanent situations. Let me show you what I mean. So the Earth revolves around the sun. The Earth revolves around the sun. So this is always true. It's always true. It's a fact that is always true. The Earth revolves around the sun. You can see from the timeline that a very, very long time ago, the Earth started revolving around the sun, and it will stop revolving around the sun, I hope, a very long time into the future. Another one, English people drink a lot of tea. This is generally true. Not all English people, but a lot. This is generally true. English people love tea, and we drink a lot. So again, look at the timeline. In the past, English people drank a lot of tea, and I'm sure we will continue to drink lots of tea. And another one, I live in Brighton. So this is permanent. This is a permanent situation. My job is here, my flat is here, my life is here. So I hope to be in Brighton for a long time. So you can see from the timeline, I started living in Brighton in the past. I live in Brighton now, and I may or may not stop living in Brighton in the future. So this is a permanent, long-term situation for me. Now it's your turn to make a sentence with the present simple. I'll go through the form with you first. It begins with I, then am or have or live, for example, and then the rest of the sentence. Or they, you, we, again with are or have or live, and then the rest of the sentence. And then with he or she, it's slightly different. He or she, it's with is, has, or lives. We add the S. Now, the first situation, I'd like you to tell me the capital of England. So, capital of England, London. And use the verb to be. Give me that sentence. The capital of England, London, with the verb to be. Ready? Hope you said this. The capital of England is London. So, this is always true for now. Well, it's always true. Next one. I'd like you to tell me something that is generally true about English people. So, English people drink tea, or a lot. Tell me that. Tell me the habits of the tea drinking habits of English people. English people drink a lot of tea. Ready? English people drink a lot of tea. Very good. All right, now tell me about your sister. I'd like you to imagine that your sister, using the verb live. So your sister live in the USA. Tell me that. So my sister live in the USA. Tell me about your sister. Just imagine. You ready? Hope you said this. My sister lives in the USA. Very good. Now it's your turn to ask a yes, no, present simple question. Again, I'll go through the form with you. So we begin with are, and then you, and then the question. Or is with he, she, it, and then the question, the rest of the question. Or am with I, and then the rest of the question. Or does with he, she, it, and then the verb, and the rest of the question. Or do with I, they, we, and you, and then the verb, and then the rest of the question. Now here it is. I'd like you to ask me a question. You want to know if I am English. So yes or no. English, yes or no. Ask me. You ready? I hope you said this. Are you English? Yes, I am English. I'm English. I was born in England. I grew up in England. But my mother, my father are Irish. So I'm from an Irish family, but I am English, born in England and grew up in England. Now ask me a question about my brother. You want to know my brother's job. So my brother, yes or no, a doctor. So my brother, a doctor, yes or no. Ask me that. Ready? Hope you said that. Is he a doctor? No, he's not. He's not a doctor. He's a manager. He's not a doctor. Another one. I'd like you to ask me a question about my sister, using the verb to live. Live. So my sister, live in Brighton. Yes or no? Live in Brighton. Yes or no? Brighton is my town. I live in Brighton. So ask me about my sister. So my sister live in Brighton. Yes or no? Please ask me. Ready? Hope you said this. Does she live in Brighton? No, she doesn't. She lives in America. She lives in the United States. Now it's your turn to ask a WH, present simple question. I'll go through the form with you. So we begin with what, where, and then do, I, you, they, we, and then the verb. Or what, where, does, he, she, it, and then the verb. Or what, who, plus the verb, and then the object. That third question, in the third question, the question word, what or who, that is the subject of the question. In the first two questions, he or she or you, they, we, that's the subject of the question. In the third question, what and who is the subject. If you want to see the differences between these two questions, please look at the form videos and I'll show you the different kinds of questions. Okay. So, you want to know where I live. You would like to know where I live. Please ask me. You want to know where I live. Ask me. You ready? I hope you said this. Where do you live? I live in Brighton. I live in Brighton. You want to know my name. You want to know my name. Ask me my name. Ready? What is your name? My name is Adrian. My name is Adrian. One more. So I have imagine that you are in my flat with some friends and there is a chocolate cake on the table. So you would like to know who wants chocolate cake. You want to know the people who actually want chocolate cake. Do I want chocolate cake? Do our friends? Which of our friends want chocolate cake? So begin your question with who. So who, and then want, and then chocolate cake. Please ask me that. Ready? I hope you said this. Who wants chocolate cake? I do. For sure. I don't know about other people, but I want chocolate cake. Definitely. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much. Remember, we have a quiz you can do to test your knowledge of the present simple. There are also practice video where you can practice, lots of opportunities. I will ask you questions, you can ask me questions, and make sure that you use this tense correctly. As always, take very good care of yourselves, have fun, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.